Hello and welcome to Tech Tools for Geneabloggers, the Trello series. Today I will take you on a short journey into my Trello storyboard and show you how you can add checklists. In the training board that you have seen in each of the clips for this series, you'll notice there are a few changes. The second column or list is now a list of the cutting family stories that I've already recorded. And within each of these, I have placed a checklist, or I'm about to. This card is for my mother, Winifred Edith Cutting, and a checklist for her stories include those listed below. As I write more about my mother's stories, I can simply add an item here. But how do you get that checklist? Let's go here to Mary Ann Robinson, my great-grandmother, and I want to add a checklist for her and call it Stories. It's as easy as that. And then you simply add the stories that you have written or you're about to write for that ancestor. Let's go to another card where I'm looking at my grandmother, Mary Ann Robinson, and her mother, Mary Jane Cutting. So the stories that I've written already for Mary Jane Cutting include, and I'll add them here, one called Multiple Births in the Edwardian Era. Another story about Mary Jane is called simply Grandmother Mary Jane. And another that I've written about her is Mary Jane's Impact on Me. And a fourth one called More About Grandmother Mary Jane. Now, as these stories are already written, I will now tick those as being complete, and you'll notice that on the checklist, it simply crosses the title through. I can do the same for the stories for my mum. And you'll notice here that it adds a little label to say that the checklist items have all been completed. So that's how easy it is to add a checklist for your ancestral storyboard. The types of checklist are endless. In this case, I was recording the story titles, but you could have something like this. Let's go to Charles and Mary Jane Cutting, where you might have a card called Moments in Time. And in this case, we're looking at those multiple births and the fact that the couple had twins in 1900 and triplets in 1906. So lots of different ways in which checklists can help you collate and plan out your stories on your ancestral storyboard in Trello. This was episode 6 or webinar 6 in the series for Trello. Come back for another one because I have more to share with you on how you can use Trello for your ancestral storyboards.